Guys, James with Mtek Digital here for another learning video on the basics of WordPress. Here I am on my demo site, logged in to the dashboard in the back end of WordPress. Here's the front, here's what it looks like. This is one of the generic themes that comes with a WordPress website, often that's pre-installed. And I just want to show you where you can find other themes, other templates that you maybe would like to use instead of what comes with your install. If you look down the side on the left here, this is where you find all your editing tools. And here you'll see the Appearance tab on the left. And what you see on the front end is the theme. That's what kind of characterizes the look, the feel, the colors, the whole scheme of the website. You need to have a theme installed. And so under Appearances and Themes, you can go and you can take a look at what themes are already installed, and depending on your web host or how your WordPress site is set up, these may differ. In our case, these are kind of the standard generic WordPress themes that exist. And so right now you can see this one is highlighted and it says here that it's active, and this is called 2017. Here there's different ones, 2015, 2016. They're different styles. You can do things like to change it, you just hit this activate button and it'll actually replace this previous theme that's been installed. This is the active one currently. If I want to change it to this one, I can hit activate. If I say I want to change to this one, I can hit activate just to see what it looks like. You have to be careful when you're hitting that activate button if you have content in your website, because it could radically change your website by virtue of what that theme looks like and how it works. So it's not something you just randomly hit unless you're in these early stages of setting up your site. But you can do a thing called live preview, and that might give you a little taste of what it looks like if you hit that. But maybe you don't like any of these three themes here. So you have the option here of, adding a new one. And I think that will also allow you to do it here. And when you hit add new, it's going to take you to a library of themes that exist that are often free. Sometimes they do require payment, but you can see these are featured ones. These are popular ones, and this is a filtering thing that will take you to a variety of options, and there's tons. These are usually good themes, really good themes, but because they're free, they don't come with necessarily all the bells and whistles that a paid version would have. And there's big differences sometimes, and that's something that I won't get into. But if you're brand new to WordPress, there's a lot of options, and you can go to usually demo sites. So you hit that, it'll take you to a demo of what these might look like. And often you just click around and you'll see what you do and don't like. And if you did like it, you could hit this install button, and you could also cross navigate to different themes that exist. It's a very handy thing. And the process of finding a theme is probably the most important thing that you start off doing, because that is going to set the tone of your entire development process. Your tools will be different, your settings, the way the menus function on the top, your headers, maybe it's a blog style, so it caters more to blog. So I mean, you can see here it gives you a filter feature, so you can see the style of website that you want. You might want a blog focused website, you might want an e-commerce site focused website, you might want different styles and things that have different features. So very handy. It's a good thing to know. It's a good thing to look around at. Don't worry when you're starting. That's the time to experiment and play around. And if by chance you did want to get into a more high-end type of theme and template, there's websites like one called Theme Forest. And if you Google Theme Forest, you'll find a massive amount of high-end professional websites or web templates that you can purchase for very affordable amount, and they come with an excess of widgets and features that you might really enjoy. and we can go through that in future videos. But yeah, this is how you get a theme going, and right now we're just using this one, and that's probably what we're gonna stick with for a while. Thanks for watching.